Welcome, welcome to Devs and Dragons. Today with us, we have the amazing Sherry List with us.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. And as usual, our games master, Chris Ford, and incredibly hot guy, Brooks. I don't know. I didn't know what to give you, Brooks. That's what you are today. And co-host. You can pick your own honorific, really. So,
I like Hawkeye. That's fine.
I mean, it's hot guy or creepy guy in the basement. I don't know. There was like two options there. I went with
One's more accurate than the other.
Oh, welcome, Sherry, to Devs and Dragons. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and thanks for having me today. I'm super excited to play the game with you all.
Who isn't excited to play this game?
We were all watching the how-to tutorial beforehand. And I just had to apologize to Sherry before the show started because apparently we picked the most complex game to play with her. So, I mean, buckle up. You hear wingspan and you think birds, how complicated could it be? And I mean, Chris is here to tell us just how complicated.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm excited though. Okay, Sherry, where are you at in the world, by the way? What time is it for you?
It's 9:41. I'm based in Copenhagen. So, yeah, after a full day of meeting, I am fully ready to listen to the instruction.
Yeah, Chris was right. He's like, she's got to be over on my side of the world for the times to match. So,
right.
Well, I think let's do a bit of an introduction on Sherry first, and then we can dive into Wingspan and have some fun today. So, chat, welcome if you're joining us. Shout out where you're joining from. What time is it for you? So, but yes, Sherry. So I know you mainly from the Angular community, but I wanted to give you a chance to introduce yourself and kind of talk about like your interests inside and outside of code and that sort of thing.
Sure. So I'm currently working at Microsoft, and I have a pretty long title. I'm an Azure Developer Engagement Lead, which basically, yeah, which basically it means that I am one of the point of contact between Microsoft and the developer community. So I am. I normally organize events and sometimes talk at the conferences and so on to get to know the developer community, and I hear what they need to learn. And then, since I'm based in Denmark, so I normally make like a skilling country plan and try to reflect what I learned from the community in that. So that's the kind of that my job. But in the other hand, I also do a lot of things in the free time, you can say. So I am the chairwoman of an association called Hack Your Future, which where we do is that we help people from underrepresented groups, normally refugees that they don't have any access to the education system in Denmark. They go through a 7 months intensive coding school to learn mostly JavaScript and TypeScript, and then after that we help them to get job. And I'm running a few meetups and conferences like the NG Vikings, NG Spain, and so on. And I love dogs, so.
That is incredible. So you said you're the chairwoman for Hack for Future. How long has that been going?
So I guess it's become around 2 years.
Okay.
That I'm part of that. Yeah, I'm a chairwoman, and then it was 1 year before that I was like the vice chairwoman. Yeah.
That is so cool. I mean, I knew you from NG Vikings and NG Spain and Microsoft, but I hadn't heard of Hack for your future. That's really, really neat. How does, if people want to get involved or hear more about it, is there a website for?
And yes, it's actually hackyourfuture.dk. I can put it in the chat. So this is like a project that is started in the Netherlands. and then after that, there was few people that they started it in different countries. Denmark was one of them. We also have a chapter in Belgium. We have I remember we had one in Colombia as well. I don't know if that chapter is still active. And then there is also one in Canada. And it's 100% work with the volunteers. So all the mentors, they are normally the deaf community. And the way that I got involved with them in the first place was that I invited them to come and pitch their idea at my meetups at Andre Copenhagen.
Oh.
And then a lot of developers, they said that, yeah, definitely we can spend few hours. So all the courses and materials, they are on GitHub. And the good thing about it that all the students from the beginning, they totally learn how to kind of that use the Git and GitHub, have the code review, and so on. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is really, really cool. So yeah, link on the screen for anybody watching live or watching the recording. Check it out. It was really, really neat. Sorry, I have my window open. So if you hear any noises, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's on me.
What
It was
noises
like
what could we expect to hear? Like
apparently
wild moose?
more industrial. Apparently a cement truck driving by. I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody's building. So I wish there were moose eye outside my home.
Is that the plural? Is it on meese?
Meese. Oh, I'm okay. So we will have more questions, Sherry, as the game goes on, but I would love to see if we are capable, as 4 developers, of conquering this bird game. It's just something I'm wondering. So, Chris, I don't know if you want to share screen while you teach. I can always take over for gameplay. But just like
while I go share that share screen. I mean, I do this all day, every day, as do we all.
I know.
Share screen. Sharing is good. Tabletop simulator. Allow. Am I sharing
it?
that?
And I see it.
Yes.
And apparently we're on a balcony. So that's
Yeah.
That's
I know this is particularly probably the most attractive game mod that we've had, I think, on this show.
Which I mean is not saying much because we've had some mods.
True.
No, but it is. It's very pretty. And I remember the bird box, like with the dice from the tutorial. That's just, I love it.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it would be a part of the mod, so I'm really glad it's here.
It is. The whole thing is in. I first played this. I don't know, a couple of months ago, I suppose, a few months ago, and I have to say, I just sucked at it so badly. I couldn't get it at all, and but it was really fun, and it's really a really lovely game.
Do you guys ever have these things that like they conquer you mentally in life, and you just like you look at that thing and you're like, but I'm a developer. I should be able to I should be able to get the bird game, right? Like
this game is a highly ranked game on Board Game Geek for families, which includes children. And it's like, and I'm just if children can learn to play this game, I can play this game. Right?
So the premise, hey Orendil. The premise, if I'm correct, is we are building our own aviaries. Yeah,
we're building our own aviaries, indeed. I'll tell you what, Alyssa and Sherry, if you want to pick a thing, I'll get the game set up so that I can start throwing some cards out. There should be like little coloured blobs around the things, and you just pick one that you like the look of and click it, and you should claim it.
Colored blobs. I really thought I picked orange. There we go.
So you're orange, and so Sherry has a choice of this one between me and Alyssa. There you go. Brilliant. So if I press this setup game, and this is nice as well. It just actually gets it all going. It's all very nicely scripted. Hey, get in. Right. So everyone should have some cards now. And You
Do
should
you
have
know
some-
the Planeswalker?
Yes, I
the
do.
Planeswalker. Yeah, you do. Okay, I had a feeling that these were like people, fellows, mates.
Yeah, Orindel and the Planeswalker were the people who I played this game with when I was so bad at it. So they've come along to mock me, but that's fine. I invite them to the game. So let's have a go at explaining this. I watched that how-to video twice and I made some notes. Right, okay. If I can write like copious unit tests that pass every time, I can definitely explain this bird game.
I should be like this one you're explaining. So.
Yeah, I've got my notebook right here. So let me see. The actual basic premise isn't that complicated. We're basically just looking to build up this aviary, which is this thing in front of you, full of different birds. And you notice that in the setup, it's chucked you a bunch of bird cards. Now, Sherry hasn't played with Tabletop Simulator before, so I'll attempt to explain how that works as well. So if you pull your mouse down to the bottom of your screen, it will like bring up the cards that are in your hand, and you've got all of these birds.
Okay.
And if basically, I'm just showing off my hand to everyone, but that's fine. Let me see. There's some. If I just grab a random bird from here, and let's see. There's different characteristics on this. What is this? This is the Eastern Screech Owl.
Now, question: are these all real birds?
I imagine so. I mean, why would you make a game about birds and then just make some birds up? In case you get any ornithologists in and they're like, "That's not a real bird," I'm going to demand a refund.
Sorry, continue.
Let's see. There's different characteristics on this bird. It's got a feather, which is 4, and I can't remember what that is, so we'll come back to that. It has this thing. I'm looking at the left. It's got this thing underneath, which actually shows what kind of nest it lives in. And this one lives, I guess, in a hole in a tree, or possibly a didgeridoo. I'm not sure. And then underneath, it shows how many eggs this bird can have, and it's 2 eggs, right? And then on the right, it shows its wingspan, which is 51 centimeters. I'm sorry, this game is in metric. So I have no idea what that is in inches. 8 million inches, perhaps. Okay, so that's different characteristics of the bird.
Okay.
Right. Wow. There's 4 different things that we can do at a turn. And you've got these little cubes up here in the top of your game board.
Find out how you zoom in, actually.
Yeah, you use your mouse scroll.
Mouse
scroll, and then if you hold down your right mouse button and pan your mouse, it lets you pan around, and then you can use the WASD keys to fly around. And this thing I did, like if you've got a card, if you've got something that you want to see closer up, like this one here, you hover your cursor over it and hold down your Alt key, and it will zoom it out so that you don't have to be like zooming into everything to see what's going on.
Are you on a PC?
No.
Yeah.
Did you just say Alt key and you're not on a PC?
Well, okay, so it says Alt on my keyboard, even though it's the Option key.
Just translated it for me.
Okay. And
I quit.
Are those pebbles clickable?
What pebbles? These little tile things?
Nope. Up. The little, they're like right under the card. Yeah. What are those?
So these are the eggs.
Oh,
They're
those
little
are
birdie
eggs.
Little birdie eggs.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, they look like little chocolate eggs that we can get here, but I guess if you had the real game, you wouldn't want to eat them because I imagine they're made out of plastic. Now, in your turn, there's 4 rounds in this game, and I think we basically do a thing and then pass it on to the next person, and we keep going round until we have used up all of these little tokens that we've got at the top of our game boards. So, like in the first round, we could basically do 8 things each, and the different things you can do are you can play a bird out of your hand. So I could put down this owl, right? Oh, I've put it in the right place conveniently. See in the top left of this owl, it's got the picture of the trees. Yes. And that means it lives in the trees row, which is this top row here. So when I want to put the bird down, I put it down. But just because that is not already complicated enough, we have to pay for the bird with a type of food. And you see, I've also got some different foodstuffs at the top of my board. I have a fish. I have probably a rat. I have some cherries or berries, I guess. I have some grain, and I have a little worm. And so the owl that I just played, he eats worms and he eats rats. So if I wanted to play this owl, I would have to pay one of these tokens. With me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm with you.
Excellent. This is great news. So that's the one thing I could do. I could play a bird. And like the next time I want to play a bird, if I wanted to play one in this row, because there is already a bird here. Notice how I put my little token up at the top here, because that's where he's going. If I wanted to play another bird, I have to put him in this side. But you notice that this side, this one, I have to pay 1 egg to put a bird in. Right? We'll come to the eggs in a second. And as you move along, as you fill up this thing with birds, you have to pay more eggs to put stuff in. Right?
Okay.
So we will recap all of this when we actually need to do it and we need to work out what's going on. So that's putting a bird in. What else can I do? I can get food, and if I want to get food, I put my token like inside the thing. Although I should note that if the bird was here, I need to put it there because it goes in the first empty one. This is a bit that absolutely baffled me the first time I played it, but I get it now, having watched the video a couple of times. So I want to get some food, and you go over to here where we've got this little bird feeder, and we got these dice, and I can go, I would like a grain, and we take the dice out, and I just take a grain. I've got the grain, right? I just took that from Alyssa. I think it comes from here in the center. This is where it comes from because these are infinite.
But why are we taking a dice? Why are we taking a dice and a food?
Alexa, stop. Sorry. Honestly.
That happens all the time at my in-laws' house, and my father-in-law, he all the time is like, "Darn it, Alyssa, stop talking!" And he's like talking to the Alexa, and it's just hilarious. So yeah, why are we taking a dice and a food token? What's that about?
No, so basically, oh hello. Come out dice. Right. So there's nothing in there, right? I can get all these dice, and I just drop them on top, and on top, and it's basically a dice roll. Come on, you. Try again. Right, and it's a dice roller, right? It's just a thing, and this represents the bountiful harvest available to us at the moment. So at the moment, I could choose from berries, a rat, a worm, or this special one, which is either a worm or a piece of grain. So I take the dice out, and then I take a berry, okay? But then that dice is out, and then next time someone might take that one out, take a berry, and so on and so forth. And when this thing is empty, we put the dice back in. And
now, some birds take more than one token for
some
eating?
birds do take more than one token, like the better birds. Oh, I think the thing next to the feather is just how many points it's worth. 4 points. Right, I remembered. Yeah, so have we got one here? So like this one, the northern mockingbird, it requires a worm and a berry. He's a picky eater.
Okay.
Ah,
I gotcha. Okay.
And why is he better? I don't really know. But you can see that he can actually live in any of the different habitats. So I suppose that's probably nice. Thanks, northern mockingbird. So that's taking food, and you want food because like we need the food to buy the birds. Okay. What's the other thing we can do? We can lay eggs on birds. So if I have my owl up here, how do I lay eggs? I spend? No, I wouldn't spend eggs. How do I do it? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. I think maybe you just do it. Maybe you just do it. I'm going to lay an egg, and you just put an egg on. But I'll look it up in a sec because that's a key mechanic. It's our currency. And what's the other thing? We can take bird cards. So you put my thing here, and I can literally, this symbol says I can take a card. And I literally just grab one off the top of the deck, put it in my hand. That's my next card.
So if you play that like square token cube guy in that slot because you wanted to draw, does that stay there for the rest of the game, or?
No, so once you've done your thing, once you've done your thing, it goes on to the left, and then we leave it there.
Okay.
And then I would move on to the next person. So I'd go to, who's next to me? Sherry. So Sherry would go next. Well, that's anti-clockwise. Actually, I'd go to Brooks, and then Brooks would do a thing, and then we'd go on to Alyssa, and then Alyssa would do a thing, and we'd go on to Sherry, and and then so by the end of the round, we'll have 8 cubes like in this column.
By the end
Like
of
this.
the round or by the end of the whole
Sorry,
game?
at the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, there's 4 rounds, and is it turns around? I don't really care about that bit. It's just semantics. When we all run out of cubes, that's the end of the thing, and then we take all our cubes off, and that is the end. Right, and then up here, crikey, so much going on in there. Up here, we got these special goals, just to really complicate.
No. No!
You can kind of forget these if you don't. If you just want to get on with getting the game. This is just for like bonus points. So, like in round, what is rounds? In round 1, it's basically the person who has most eggs in nests that look like noodle bowls, right? So if
on the hard side, Chris, did you see that? I don't know if it
What's
makes
that?
the game any easier or harder. If you flip that
What?
card
What's
over,
that?
it's an easier side. That green one?
Yeah,
I
flip
did.
it.
I did see it. I don't. You know, all right, I'll flip it. I mean,
Is
we
it
still got
harder?
to complete.
Does it say?
We still got to complete the same goals, right?
Oh, yeah. All right, it doesn't make a difference. I don't
It doesn't
care.
make. I mean, we'll keep it. We'll keep. I don't, because I like.
I won't play this side.
I just want to do birds. I got to work out how we actually zoom out. How we actually get birds eggs. There is another thing in the setup. We're almost ready, I think, just to start and just have a go and just muddle our way through, and then maybe give up and talk about, I don't know, unit tests, bugs. What's your favorite bug of the week? In your hand, right? You've got 5 birds, and you've got 2 special cards which are on the left. These are special goals. So, like, we've got a deck of them up here. This one is a special goal that by the end of the game, you're looking for this particular kind of nest, which looks like pebbles. So I don't really know what kind of nest that is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking, so if you had at the end of the game 4 birds or 5 birds in your aviary who have that particular nest type, you get a bonus 4 points. If you have more than 6, you get 7 bonus points. Right? So special. However, that is you've got 2, and you basically got to look at them and pick one and chuck the other one out. So just chuck it on a discard, which we don't have, but just put them somewhere. And the other thing is you've got 5 birds. You have to have a look at those and decide how many birds to keep. And for each one you want to keep, you sacrifice one of your starting foodstuffs. Like the mistake I made when I first played this is like, I like all of these birds, I shall keep them. And then I had no food and I sucked at the whole game because you need food.
Right. But you can draw more birds as you go.
You can draw more birds as you go by going down to draw birds.
When you draw birds, do you pay for them in food?
You pay for them with eggs. Pay for them in eggs because that is the currency of this thing. Maybe you just, I don't see why you would pay an egg to lay an egg. Orendell, how do we do the eggs? Please put it in the chat so that I don't have to Google it live.
Do it, Orendell.
How do I lay eggs? I don't know. I think we've got enough to have a go at it.
Yeah,
at least.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Right,
I'm ready.
We got this first player token, and this one, each time of the 4 rounds, this will just rotate.
Is that like Cloppy? Is that Cloppy?
No, we'll rotate him to show whose go it is. But then, after we use the 8 cubes, I'll give this to Brooks, and then you're the first player for the next round.
In terms of laying eggs, you take the lay eggs action and place the number of eggs shown on the rightmost empty space onto any birds that have space.
Oh, that's right. I remember that now.
Right, okay, so I can lay 2 eggs, I can lay 2 eggs, I can lay 3 eggs, I can lay 3 eggs, I can lay 4 eggs.
Oh,
that's not something you find yourself saying every day.
Hold them. Only if your birds can hold them.
Yes, only if your birds can hold them. I think we'll have, thanks, Rondell. I might as well keep sharing my screen, shall I?
Yeah. Doing it. Yeah. When you play, so he also said when you play a new bird, you must spend both the food cost and the number of eggs shown at the top of the column where you're placing the egg, right? And I thought like you could pay, there was some weird rule about paying half the food initially. Or then, like, if you draw that bird and play it.
Up here, right? What you can do. Oh, it's good zoom, isn't it? If you don't have the right food, you can pay 2 random food. So, like, if I needed a mouse and all I had was fish and grain, I could just pay a fish and a grain and get a mouse bird.
Okay.
Okay.
Gosh.
Got it. I think so. It said to pick the first player randomly. So.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 4. No, that didn't work because I don't know what they count to.
Well, we'll go. We'll go. Brooks is 1, Chris is 2, Sherry's 3, I'm 4.
I must be able to get
a number
dice.
between 1 and 4.
Object.
3. So Sherry's first.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you were getting out a die. Sorry.
I was getting out of dice.
I made Siri do it.
Oh, I see. No, that's even easier. So have a look at your special
Poor
goals.
Sherry. She has to go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So I can just say that first I need to pick a bird.
Right. So look at your birds. Look at your cards in your hand.
Yeah. I just
and
yeah.
You have of the 2 that have the blue writing at the top, which are on the left. You have to get rid of one of those.
Oh, okay.
How do you make
so I'm going to get rid of this.
Chris?
What did I do?
How do you make them bigger? The cards.
Press the option or alt button hovering over it.
Yeah, the alt one.
All right.
So we'll just make a little discard pile over here and get rid of that. Actually. Okay.
So,
and then look at the birds in your hand, and for any you want to keep, you have to pay one of your foods.
Yeah.
So don't keep all. Well, you can keep all 5 if you want. I maintain this was
your downfall.
This is the beginning of the end of a long, slippery, bird-related slope. So, like, I'm going to get rid of this one, right? Because it's so complicated with all the different foods it needs, and I'm not good enough at this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of it.
So this one sounded very complicated.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. I'm only going to keep 2. I'm going to get rid of these
How many
ones.
I can get rid of?
You can get rid of up to all of them, but then you'd have no birds. And
okay, yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that would work as well.
Okay.
And now I need to pay 2 things. I'm going to pay with my fish and my mouse.
So okay.
I hope Brooks and Alyssa, you're also going through your birds and your special goals.
Yes. So where's discard, or do we each have a personal? Discard?
I've put the goals up here next to the bird box, and I've put the birds over here next to what looks like a snuff box.
And then when I can get it from the deck or in the middle?
You can do that if you decide in your turn to draw bird cards, which you would do by putting your red cube in the draw bird cards column. And the first time you do anything, it's free, but the second time it costs 1 egg.
Yeah, then I need to pay. Okay.
Yeah. So doing that, you're doing. Who's orange?
Me.
Honestly, stay with you. I just see this hand throwing cards all over the place. This game's mental, isn't it? We should definitely have just gone back and played something simple like Cluedo.
Or Sherry suggested backgammon, but I've never played.
I mean, that would be fun.
The only thing, I haven't got anything against backgammon, but I'll tell you one thing that does count against it. Not enough birds.
Yeah, there are a very shockingly low number of birds in that game. So
This has the highest ratio of bird to time played.
yeah, no.
That's true.
Yeah,
Is it my turn? Who's got Cloppy?
it's Sherry's turn.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's still my turn.
You made her
Okay.
go first because you were a horrible person.
I know. It was Siri. Let's all blame the phone.
Okay, then I will.
Ignore the
Then
Cyclops,
I
by the
can
way. He's
put
just a
my
gimmick.
birds in the board. True. So I want to decide to bring this one and in here.
Yeah.
Then,
We do is you put.
and then I put that
Oh,
one.
sorry, I'll hands off.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say, actually, Sherry, pause a sec, because you got 4 cards.
Yeah.
You would need to get rid of 4 of your food things to pay for them, and then you wouldn't have the 2 fish you need to play the. What is it? American white
because I have only
pelican.
1 fish.
Yeah, but yeah. So for the starting hand, you need to pay. You need to pay to keep the cards you started out with.
Okay.
So if you wanted to keep 4, you need to get rid of 4 of these tokens before we begin.
Okay. So then then I guess this is also complicated. I need to.
No, they're all complicated. Birds can't trust a bird. There's nothing, no simple birds.
So,
This one lives in a nest, sings a nice song, occasionally eats some worms.
This game's for the birds.
My 2-year-old knows how to say grackle because we have a grackle problem at our house.
What is a grackle?
Yeah, what is a grackle? I guess it's a bird. I assume it's
Crow-looking bird with luminescent blue around the neck, and it's very hoggy when it comes to bird food.
Wow.
What does a
quite
grackle
piglet.
problem entail?
A grackle problem is when there's like 12 grackles, these big fat grackles in your yard eating all your bird seed, and there's none for the finches or the songbirds because he's a hog.
I tell you, I've got the perfect solution to that. No, don't get rid of that, Sherry. That's your special goal.
Oh, I
I'll
could
put it
get
back.
that.
There you go.
I guess now I can pay, as far as I understood the game. Now I can pay the food right now because I could have 2 of. I have 1 fish for it.
Yeah.
And then I can change 2 of the other with
That's
a
right.
fish.
That's right. So you could pay and then we just get rid of everything else because you paid 2 to keep them. So yeah, you can do that, and you get this beautiful American white pelican, or the Pelicanus eri.
Look at the gullet.
Something.
Look at that gorgeous gullet.
So we're gonna get.
So I will. Let me just.
So I'll scoop these tokens up for you.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you see that pro scoopage that just happened? That was amazing.
It's like when a fox flies down and gets a rabbit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is literally the thing that you do in your turn, Sherry, and then we take your little token on your pelican and we put it in the left column, and then we go clockwise to me. And that's
Do
it.
it.
Yay!
Do it.
It's game over. And Alyssa probably won because she wins every time. Thanks everyone for coming.
Listen, y'all better put your game faces on because it's a bird game, and I love me some birds. That's all I gotta
game. What am I going to do? I'm going to take some food from the bird feeder. So I take the dice out to represent the fact that I've had that, and I get to take this grain token.
Yeah,
and I'm going to put it here, and I need to put my thing there, and then I slide it along, and that's the end of my go. And I give the Cyclops.
What are you gonna do, Brooks? What are you gonna do?
I Wow. I thought I knew what was happening, and then I watched Chris do his move. So I put some cards away, right? I discarded some birds before.
Yeah, so you need to pay 3 of your foods to keep the 3 birds that you've kept in your hand.
All right, so I just pay for. I don't put them down though. Do I put the birds down or no?
You can no. So if you want to keep these 3 birds from your starting hand, you got to get rid of 3 of these food things. That's you paying for those initial birds.
It's a lot of initial birds there, Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So I need to pay a worm and a fish.
For the starting ones, you literally just throw away 3. Anything.
It doesn't matter what they are.
No, because they're just in your hand. It's only when you want to put them down in your aviary that you have to pay what it says on it. So like Sherry had to pay the 2 fish to put down her bird. I never told you the solution to your grackle problem, Alyssa, is to get a cat that will eat them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the cat, like, do you train the cat to only chase grackles? Like, how does...
No, I mean, all the other birds will die as well. But
You just
at least the
drive the
grackles are
cat to the other side of the train tracks after the grackles are gone and drop it off somewhere.
Sometimes. Poor grackle, poor everything.
My dad was telling me to put like chili pepper flakes in the bird feed to keep the squirrels out of it. And I'm like, has anybody heard this? If this works, it seems dangerous. Because he said the birds can't taste the spiciness. I don't know if
They
this
can't, but I've heard it goes through them fairly graphically.
Okay, right. I was like, there's no way that's healthy
Yeah.
to put chili flakes.
All right. Wait. Before we go back to grackles, I want to put a bird down. Can I put a bird down?
If it costs a worm or a fish, or a worm and a fish, then you may. Or I suppose if it only costs one thing and you want to pay both of your things, what you got? What is it?
I'm gonna put this bird down.
It's the pied-billed grebe.
Grebe. Oh. Winner.
It's one of my favorite birds ever. Okay. So this when activated, that's not now, that's next turn, right?
Yes, next turn, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna leave that until we actually got to it. Because it's like an extra complication.
Yes, that's what this game needs. And so I played a bird, so then I put a fish on it?
No, I put a fish.
Slap a fish on it.
And actually,
put it up in the middle.
A worm anyway.
Chuck it.
Yeah, chuck all those.
Oh, chuck it.
And then what do I do with where?
What do you do with what? Oh, the token goes here.
Here, right? And I'm done, right? There's
That's
nothing
it. Done.
All right, so I got rid of my birds. I'm putting this pebble on I want to get food. Is this one? This one. This one.
This one.
And then
Getting
I'm going to
food.
get this food.
What
And
is
then
it?
I'm the worm.
The worm or the grain. Oh,
And then I'm getting a worm, and then it is Sherry's turn.
that's right. And this goes over here. Look at this. We can play this game.
my God.
Stupid game for children that we don't understand because it's so complicated.
Get your grebe on, Brooks.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
I told you to get your grebe on, and you kind of looked around like a bird, so I accepted it.
Good.
So-
I just didn't commit a foul.
Oh. Honestly.
Oh, I love you all. You're beautiful people.
It's very late for me, Sherry. You know, we're suffering from the day madness, night madness.
How could I get the food for my bird?
How do you get the food? What you can do
I
is
need a grain
you-
and a worm.
okay. So you can put your token in this
In the
box
area
here,
that I want to have the bird.
and you. Oh, did you? Oh, look at that. Yeah. You gain food, and did you already take one of these dice out? Did you take the worm, and then you
No.
just take?
No, I
either-
didn't get any dice yet.
Oh, you didn't. So you take whichever one you want. Take the dice out of the bird feeder.
Oh.
Because, yeah, you
I can
only
also
have the
get-
option of mouse or grain right now.
Yeah, mouse or grain.
Okay. So I will get a grain.
And then you get the green. And what's important to mention now is that because there's only one dice in it, if anyone wanted to get food, but you didn't want a mouse because there's only one dice left, we can chuck them all back in the top of the thing and get new results.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I gotcha.
So
Look at that. Thanks, Sherry. I mean, I'm stuck now. I had that successful first turn, and now I'm just like, what happens next? I guess I need to play a bird, really. Oh, but I can. That's exactly why I took the grain. Well done, Chris. You're paying attention. Play a bird. I'm going to pay 2 grains. And I'm going to smack down the American goldfinch.
Can you remind me why you have to do double?
Because he costs.
Oh, he costs
2
2. Wow.
2 grain.
Okay.
Oh, but look. He says on him, he's got a special rule, which I promise I hadn't read this because I'm not that. Sure. It says, when played, gain 3 grain from the supply. So I guess he threw a bit up, plus some he ate earlier.
Oh my gosh. I'm so going to read all the special rules now because I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't. Well, I mean, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't bother to read it. It's just a massive coincidence, I promise. And then my thing goes there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one should be. What did I do the first time? Gain food. There. That is my turn. So I suddenly have like a glut of grain.
What's your special fact on your goldfinch? Like at the very bottom?
Goldfinches breed late after the milkweed and thistle have gone to seed.
How promiscuous.
I know. It's like, not right now. The milkweed has not gone to seed.
Listen, I'm not in the mood. Have you seen the milkweed? No, exactly.
It's the bird equivalent of I have a headache.
No, Brooks, what are you doing? What are you doing with your green?
I'm waiting for the milkweed.
Goodness me.
This is taking a turn.
Anyways, okay. So do I do this when active? Is this thing active now? This pied bill greb?
It will be activated when you do the next thing here. So but you have to pay an egg. So that the next time you do draw bird card.
Oh. I don't care then. I can't do it now.
No.
So in order to keep these birds in my hand, these 2 birds that I have, do I have to feed both of them?
No. That's just like the initial cost.
Oh, okay.
Now what you want to do is you want to get them out into your aviary.
All right. Well, I probably want some food though, right?
I imagine you probably do. Old pied-billed grebe is not going to feed himself. Well, I mean, he should really. He's a bird. Sort yourself out, mate.
So, but this is a water bird. Am I allowed to put this water bird over by the?
No. You have to go here. I have to go in this one. By a custom.
All I got is water birds left. So what do I do?
Well, you can still put them in, but you have to pay eggs. You could lay eggs, right?
How do I lay an egg if I only have water birds?
Well, what you can do is you put your thing here.
Oh, okay.
And for your turn, you just lay 2 eggs, and this chappy can have 4 because he's like well on it. So you can give him. So you give him 2 eggs.
I want 2 eggs. Ooh,
yeah, just have it.
Color. So do I put the eggs on this bird?
Yeah, just put them on the bird.
Excellent, good job.
Does anybody remember why having eggs is a good thing?
Because like what Brooks was just having, he wants to play a water bird, right? But for the second water bird, he would need to pay the cost of 1 egg plus the food. So he needs to lay the eggs, to spend the eggs, to make birds, to make more eggs. And so the cycle.
Now that I realize that I only have water birds, how do I get other kinds of birds?
You can draw bird cards, which is putting your token here.
Oh, but
that doesn't cost eggs. That doesn't cost eggs. That is just taking cards. It's playing the birds that cost eggs. God, I'm rubbish at this game.
Okay. I know you're rubbish.
I want to play the one with the trains. I like that one.
The one with the train. I went out and bought that one. I was so in love with that one.
Solving a global pandemic was an easier game to play.
That's true. We should play that again because there's still a pandemic.
Anyways, what? Since I've laid 2 eggs, is my turn over now? I can't do anything.
No, so put a little QB over there, and then you pass the turn to Alyssa.
So on my turn, I'm gonna ask Sherry. I've got this hot cross buns song stuck in my head. So it's a two-part question. Chris has had one. I've never had one. So have you ever had a hot cross bun? And if not, is there a specialty in Denmark that you have had that you want to like give a shout out to?
This is a food show. Not a food show.
I will ask development questions when I'm good and ready. All right, hot cross bun is more important right now. I'm gonna draw a new bird.
It's a hot cross bun song in the States. If it's like a mythical food item,
dude, that is a really, really good question because it's like.
Did you learn to play the recorder, Alyssa?
Yeah.
Cool? Yeah, that's the only song you play on it.
You learned that on the recorder? No, that's the only thing
on the recorder.
Oh my God, Orendel. Yeah, he said he loves hot cross buns. So there's another one. It's from Coco Melon. For any parents of young children, there's a hot cross buns Coco Melon song. And I think I listened to it on loop for like an hour in the car just to keep him happy. I'll listen to anything to keep him happy. But so now I'm pretty hot cross buns is locked in. And so, yeah, Sherry, have you ever with the hot cross buns?
I should go on actually and Google it to find out what it is.
I know. Okay, from my understanding, it's a bun with like a cross on it. That's all I got. Maybe there's fruit.
Yeah, it's like a fruit. It's a fruit bun. But you toast it, and it's got a cross on the top because we're only supposed to have them at Easter, but they sell them all year round because they're delicious.
Okay.
It's a traditional Easter snack.
Okay. So actually, in that case, then I would just say that there is something here in Denmark that I love so much. You have it around February, and it's called fastelavnsboller. So it's like a kind of it's full of cream, and then you're only supposed to have it during the festival, which is the second week of February, and it's like the Halloween in Denmark, that the kids are actually putting all the costumes on, and they in old time they used to put like a pool cat in a barrel. And then every time they would go and have a run and smash that barrel. Of course, they don't do it nowadays. Instead, they put a lot of candies in that barrel.
With the cat, or there's no cat in the barrel?
No cat involved. Okay. Never.
Is it like a piñata, but you put a cat in it?
Yeah, it's like a piñata.
Oh my God, it's a cat piñata.
But what I love is that actually cake.
The cake.
Not the animal abuse.
Oh my goodness. What's this holiday called? I'm totally looking this up right now.
Fastelavn, actually. And that fastelavnsboller is like the fastelavn cake. So
nice. Oh my God.
That story is so much more interesting than the hot cross buns, I have to say. Yeah. Like, it's a cake and a cat piñata. And a festival.
I don't think I spelled it right because I'm getting a lot of llama cake.
I just put the name of the holiday here, and then
Thank you. LAVN. Okay, I was trying to look for llamas. Thank you. That's much better.
Yeah, I'm still learning Danish. So.
So how long have you been there?
Oh, okay. That's a little bit. I should be better in Danish because it's going to be around 9 years I'm here.
Oh, that's awesome! And no, it would take me about 12 to get close. Like it would take a long
So your
time.
estimate. This is like if I was going to learn Danish, 12 years.
If I was going to learn like literally any other language, including things like JavaScript, about 12 years. And you're all laughing, and it's not a joke.
Did you not do like foreign languages in school?
Yeah, no, I did. I mean, I did do them. That doesn't mean you're good at it, Chris.
That's true. Well, I mean, I did German in school and French, but I think I could still probably really
just
well
get by.
ask.
You could like
Just-
hang
I
out
think I
in
could-
France and get around.
I think I can really successfully ask to buy a postcard in German. I know how to order beer. I know how to ask where the cathedral is.
Okay.
What
Okay,
else can I
very
remember?
exact things.
Yeah,
I need
and in French, I can order pastries in France and beer again, coincidentally. I've never actually been to Germany, but I've got a qualification in their language. This is how stupid our school system is.
Okay, one time I was in Spain, and
Yeah.
I really wanted to use my Spanish knowledge, which is level 0000001, and I wanted to order a sandwich without cheese, and then I forgot to say sin queso, and I didn't want to give up, so I went to all the ingredients of that, and I skipped over the queso, and. And then that girl, she was just looking at me and said, like, sin queso. I said, like, yeah, see.
I think that's perfectly reasonable. So, did I list cheese? Did I list it? Was it on my list? No. I thought you were going to say like you got it the wrong way around, and like all you got was cheese with no sandwich.
No. I wanted to be very precise. I remember corn, but not sin. So I had to use all the words that I knew. So.
That's awesome. Chris, did you go?
No, it's Sherry's turn.
Wait, is it Sherry?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was enjoying the conversation so much that I didn't press the issue.
I'm sorry. I thought it was you with the clopster.
No.
Okay, so can I go to the because I only have a bird in my hand that requires actually a worm or a berry.
That's cool. So what you can do is you can choose to just refresh the dice because there's only one left and it's not what you want.
Yeah, and I don't want.
So if we just grab all of these and why am I so bad at that? Oh, look at that. There you go. Got you a worm and a berry, and you can choose. So yeah.
It's a grain. Oh no. It's actually this is a grain. So.
No, well, this one is in particular is either a worm or a grain, whichever one you want. It's like a double.
Okay. So then actually my bird needs either a worm or a berry. Okay.
So just take the worm, right, and that's your go. Such is the beauty of the game. And we put your cube here, and then next time you can play your bird with the worm you just gained.
Okay.
I will give you a worm.
And then I need to get that one.
There's your worm.
Thank you. And
Happy?
As a lark.
As a lark.
Wow.
I think I feel like I need to. Do I need to lay eggs? Maybe. I think I should lay some eggs.
Kind of a personal question.
That's a good point, isn't it? I can lay 2 eggs. All right. So this one's got a special thing, right? Because I'm in here because I got a bird here. I got old Finchy. I can gain 2 eggs as standard, and I can also exchange a food for a 3rd egg, which I won't do because I don't know what foods I might need in the future. I'm going to have this egg after all that. I'm going to have this, and that's my turn. I reckon at this rate, we should be finished around 1 a.m.
Got some beautiful blue eggs.
Yeah. They are beautiful, aren't they?
Sherry, well, Brooks goes, personal question. If you had to redo or maybe make a personal site for yourself, and I don't know why, but you were, it was a rush job. They're like, we need you to make your personal website and have it pushed up and ready tomorrow morning. What framework would you pick? And if it's jQuery, this is an open and safe place, so that's okay. I just want to put that out there.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about that.
There is a button. There's a button there that lets me flip the table like in an absolute rage.
No, if I wanted to be, can I just make like some on GitHub? I just make a README page.
Yeah. No,
Good.
I think that counts.
Mark,
You're like, here is my markdown file.
yeah, exactly. So that was
Oh, I thought you were gonna like say something like, I don't know, Vue or something fun.
yeah.
Everybody's
I was just thinking about it that it needs to be fast.
okay, right. I didn't mean to scare you with the fastness. So maybe
Otherwise, then for me, the easiest would be at the end. It would be Angular, even though that is going to be very small project.
No, I'm right there with you.
But
There's so many times where it's like a little demo or just like a single page app, and I'm like, NG new baby, like, and everyone's like, you could use React for that, and I'm like, stop it. All right, what about you, Kristen Brooks? Tomorrow morning, it's got to be up and live. What are you gonna use?
Wix.
Okay.
I almost couldn't keep a straight face. I probably just do it in HTML and CSS.
And how would you host it? How are you getting that up on the web?
I mean, if I was really cool, I should probably say something like Netlify, but I have no concept of how Jamstack works. I would probably just get some hosting and like FTP.
I don't think you have to Jamstack to Netlify, right? Like, can't you just like
no idea. This is why I
HTML
don't
like
know.
up done? I don't know. Somebody correct me because I'm pretty sure Zach. Can you just HTML Netlify deploy? Yeah, he's pretty sure we can. Me and Turtle Guy, we're on the pretty sure you can.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I'd probably just pay for hosting and just FTP it up and done.
Okay.
Use GoDaddy.com.
Because I could. I don't know why you made that sound so like taunting.
But wouldn't you?
Like, because I would obviously use something like Angular, but it's so heavy-handed, isn't it, for a little website? Don't need to just go out. Don't need to use Angular for a little page.
Okay,
Brooke.
Brooke. Well, I mean, I would want like literally even if it's just HTML, not even CSS, right? Like we're just putting a header on a page. I'm gonna engineer that.
You don't need any JavaScript at all. Let's get 500 megs of npm node modules.
Some people's love for Angular runs so deep, Chris.
My love for Angular runs deep, but not that deep.
I would just use Ionic and
Okay.
yeah, just Ionic Angular, just because that's what I know and do it with my eyes closed. And there's like, I don't know, some tutorial that was written 100 years ago about hosting your Ionic site on Firebase, like hosting, like the actual site. And I always just copy and paste those commands in.
And then it's just like,
and then it's just there. And I'm like, wow, that was quick.
I will put actually a link here.
Oh yeah, do it.
So this is kind of that a very, very, very simple application that you can just use it with the HTML and just not much. You just call an API. I made it all with the Angular, and just because it was easiest for me. And then I just been through a very short tutorial by Jump Up. Actually, I just hosted in 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, is this the sweet, sour, savory site? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I just put it here.
Let me see.
Mood
the mood analyzer. Nice.
You really don't need a framework for it.
I'm gonna put it in the main chat. What was the What was the tutorial by John Papa? Was it a hosting
It's
tutorial?
a static web app. So you just connect your actually CI/CD with a GitHub as well in 2 seconds. And yeah.
That's awesome. Is it me, Brooks? Did
It is you.
Yeah, it's you.
did I clopify? Okay,
You did.
cool. I'm going to
Cloplify. No.
I'm gonna put this. I want the worm, so I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna worm, and then I'm gonna worm, and then I
Look at
will
all
be Sherry's turn.
All those
And-
foodstuffs you're hoarding. What are you planning?
It's gonna be a feast, a bird feast.
Are you going to put out like a rock or some other mythical bird? Oh, there must be one in here. Actually, we should get a big
So-
mythical bird.
You getting rid of Cloppy? Or is this an
No.
addition to?
Can't get
There's a
rid of
griffin.
So
Oh,
can I put
yeah.
my bird here?
What have we got? You can put that
Tree.
there and pay this worm.
Yeah, and then I keep it.
And that goes here. And when played, draw 2 cards. It says on your card. So that means you get to take 2 cards off the top of this deck from here.
Without knowing what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And what have you placed? The Carolina Wren. A single male Carolina Wren can sing nearly 3,000 times a day. Well, I think the same could be said of any of us.
Okay, so I will.
Oh, so to take a card. Yeah, you can either take one of these 3, which you see you're just getting properly involved with that. That's fine. You could do that. Or you could take one off the top. You literally just click and drag and it just whacks the top one off.
Okay, I will just take my chance and then take one of them. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot that you could draw from the obvious pile.
The obvious
No.
Did you not realize that you could take the Northern Shoveler?
Oh.
Okay. And but I still don't know. I cannot see what it is that I draw.
You press F.
There you go. If you hover over it and press the F button, it flips them. And because
Okay.
I can't see your cards, I have no idea which way around I've put it now.
Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay.
See.
And I will get the from the obvious one.
This is from the discard pile. Who's playing? Who's got the blue hand? Brooke? Sorry.
Practice
That's fine.
Take one more.
You could take one of these 3, or you could take off the top
No,
again.
I would just take one more from here.
That's it. Get in.
Yeah.
And this slides along, and then
Oh.
turn passes. Hey, right. What am I going to do? I'm going to.
So I feel like we should probably call it after like 2 rounds, just because 1 round.
Oh yeah, I think we should. Yeah, it's taken forever. I think we play, and until we're just physically and mentally exhausted, and then we go. That was cool. Who won? What am I going to do? Am I going to play another bird? Am I that brave? I am. Is it bravery? Is it stupidity? I don't know. I'm going to get involved with the pileated woodpecker. Other birds use these birds' old nests and glean bugs where they've been feeding. Right. Done. Woodpecker. Is a reference that I don't expect anyone to get.
Good. Hey, Chris, was I supposed to do anything with this duck last turn?
Did you place a thing? Did you place a duck?
One for it, actually.
You did what?
The pied billed grebe.
Oh no, it's only when you choose to take cards. So if you wanted to take cards, you put that in there. You take 2 cards, and then you move it along and do when activated. Then move it along and do when activated, and then move it along.
Okay.
When you actually play the bird, no.
Okay. Then I want to do that.
I think I understand how this game works. That's nice.
All right.
That is something because I don't.
And I now know all about Netlify.
Oh my God. Okay. Can we have a game show where you show us how to host on Netlify, you know? And that is the game. And look, we won because it's live. I think that would be a perfect.
Netlify, the game.
Netlify the game.
Netlify the game.
We should have someone from Netlify on the show as a because they probably know better than us how to do it.
Okay. So now I go here and I do what this duck says. This ruddy duck.
Yeah, the old ruddy duck.
I got 2 more.
So
and discard
confused.
1.
So you have to go down the line until.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's using his bird's magic powers.
Bird rich.
Bird rage.
Magic powers.
So draw 2. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end. So basically, he's going to end up with loads and then just chuck 1 out.
Yeah, but
Look at
there we go. Flip. Okay, but I don't discard right now. I have to go to this one, this grebe.
Yeah, and then it goes down to there. And what does a grebe do?
And the
Same again. Draw
same
2,
thing.
discard 1. Yeah.
So now I'm gonna pick 2 more from here.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got so many birds.
That fastelavn cake, though, I'm looking at it on Wikipedia right now.
You should come over next.
Yeah, in February.
Whenever it was possible.
Is it any time in February? What date?
It's the second week.
No, but they normally they have it until March as well.
Oh, even better.
All right, so now I
But
got.
if you want to have the piñata, it is the second week.
2.
Okay, the second week. Okay.
All right, getting rid of this guy. Oh, I like all my birds.
You have so many birds.
I love them all so much.
Like an old bird lady.
It's a bit much, Brooks.
You like the old lady in Home Alone 2 who lives with all the birds.
Yeah, I'm her.
Or that old lady in Mary Poppins who's like, feed the bird.
Oh yeah, is that what I'm thinking of?
Up in
There's
the
a bird lady in one
bag.
too. I just watched that movie recently.
Hang on, isn't it Mary Poppins who sings that? Feed the birds. Is it an old lady?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
don't
there's
know.
the old lady who. Wait, isn't there?
My turn done now? I think it is, right?
You know what? I might be mixing the two as well.
The only thing I'm about Mary Poppins is Dick Van Dyke's flawless accent.
Wait, are you saying he's not British?
Exactly. Like it's amazing. You'd be surprised that he's not really a Brit.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, since there's like no bird here, do we get to flip another card, Chris?
Where is there no bird?
In the middle.
Oh, yeah, let's have one off. There you go. What is it? Brown pelican. This griffin is getting bigger.
I don't want any of those. None of those. Dankeschön. Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were also a native German speaker. We should do an episode entirely in German with our combined skills.
Oh, it would be so bad. I'm gonna draw a card, and then I'm gonna play that in this one, and then it's Sherry's turn.
Poor
and
Okay.
somebody has to start drawing the berries. Is all I'm saying.
Oh.
Is it dead? Did you kill the griffin?
Yeah, I killed it.
Can I just draw a bird without anything?
Let me see. What can we do? You have to, if you want to draw a bird, you have to do it on this column, which costs 1 egg. So you will need to.
So really what you got to do is you got to find another water bird so that you don't ever have to play that one again. Because the next column over, it looks like you get to draw 2 birds for no eggs.
No, this one is you draw 2 for 1 egg.
No, there's no egg exchange.
The egg is at the top.
So I just give like
You could lay eggs. You could go here and you just get 2 eggs. And you can put them all on your Carolina wren, or you could put 1 on your pelican and 1 on your wren. And then next time you can spend an egg to draw a bird.
Did not even
Okay,
see
so
that egg
I'll
at the top.
just- Okay.
Egg.
So I just.
Oh, who killed Cloppy?
No one.
Oh, he just died of boredom.
No. So true story. When I was trying to get pregnant, and both me and my little sister, we were told by the doctor that we needed to lower stress in our lives, and that might be a big reason why we weren't able to. And so I took up, no joke, bird watching and puzzles.
Oh, really?
I made myself, because you say, you're 29, 30, you're getting into birds. Yes, I made myself get into bird watching and get into puzzles, and it helped. I had a bebe. So I'm just saying, if you find yourself a little bit too stressed, after all those PRs at the end of the day and you just can't handle it anymore, maybe you got to go watch some birds.
Is that why your son's name is Northern Shoveler?
Yes, it is. It's so true.
Right,
I
it's my
actually
turn.
live very close by a lake, and because of that, we have a lot of birds here.
Oh, do you have feeders out or no?
No, not really, because if I put a feeder, then I will have a lot of rats as well.
Oh, wait, even if it's like up on a thing, they get up there?
They are crazy. When we moved, oh my God, when I just bought this house, I was so excited that finally I have my own house. And then the first day, I was just standing and looking at the garden and just said, oh my God, what are these?
Oh my God, you just random rats that are hanging out and they're just like, wow. Are
And
they
it took us
Are they
like
brave? Do they come out in the daytime?
Yes, they literally didn't care.
Jeez Louise.
And it took us like a year that we finally got rid of them. They got out of our garden, but we had to remove a lot of plants that they love.
No. Oh man.
Yeah, and no feeding the bird at all. So
If I want food, do I just put my square here?
Yeah. And you just
What
take.
if I have a bird that can go up there now? Can I play the bird, but only if I can feed the bird?
Only if you can feed the bird. Tuppence a bag.
Okay, then I'm just putting this here. And then I just take a piece of food. I take whatever that die is.
Yeah, berry.
Which
Yeah.
berry, that's your only option at this.
What? I don't want a berry.
Have to berry or don't do the feeding with the bird.
I'll take a berry. That's fine.
You don't. Yeah.
Wait, I don't need to grab it over by me.
No.
Rude.
Right, and that's it.
Okay, that's it.
Job done. Look,
Chris,
we're all,
is tuppence a thing still?
Nah, it's old. What's called old money. It was. It's basically 2p, which is the equivalent of 2 cents, I guess. But we still have 2p, but it's not called a tuppence. I don't know. Don't ask me to explain. British stuff is weird.
Okay,
But I think it was worth a totally different thing. Like 2p now is worth. I want to say literally nothing, but that's a falsehood because it's worth 2p. It's worth not very much, but I think tuppence was worth more than like 2 cents. Oh god, cool story, bro.
No, I honestly would have been like, oh yeah, it's still real money. So I'm glad. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Tuppence.
Tuppence. That was the old man from Mary Poppins, by the way, in case you didn't know.
This here, I can just randomly make 2 eggs.
You cannot because you don't have any birds to put them on. You need to get some birds in the box, and then get the eggs on the birds, and you spin the eggs to make more birds. It's the cycle of life. Come on.
So I'm gonna do this here, and I might regret it.
What is it? Oh, the house wren.
It is a house wren, and then there's that worm. But then the house wren has a special thing which says, "Play a second bird on the grass or the forest."
If you have the food to do it and the bird to do it, you can play a second bird now.
And so now I have a forest bird, and he goes here, and he wants
You can't put
worm
him
or
there
that. So
because
why not? He
no,
gets the thing.
because
What's the problem?
because you have to also pay an egg cost to play that there. No, is that right?
But
No.
it's a special
That doesn't sound right.
action.
No, whatever. Too many rules.
The real game actor in the audience. If you stick here.
And then
Hang on,
here's the
Lauren said-
confusing part.
When you play a new bird, you must spend both the food cost and the number of eggs shown. So you do have to spend. So you can't put him there because you need to pay an egg to get the Carolina chickadee involved.
You're really, really upsetting me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically what I live for.
Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, and you're gonna hate it. I'm taking all this back because I'm not playing him unless I get to do his special effect. And
Cheers.
I am going to move this over to the draw a bird and be super boring and draw a bird, and then it is Sherry's turn with
Nothing
the dead
boring about
cloppy.
With the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. He looks like he's been. Oh, crikey! Come on, mate.
Wow.
Get hold of yourself.
Oh my god. Yeah. So meanwhile, my
Are there any
big dog
windows in
came
this game?
into the room.
Any what windows?
Yeah, for the birds to fly into.
Oh, I see. No, well, we got some-
Oh, poor bird.
windows around our play area.
Okay, so now I can just draw a bird. Now that I had the eggs over there.
Yes. So if you put your little cube here, you can draw a bird for 1 egg, or you can draw 2 birds for 2 eggs.
Okay, so let me just go into the here. So I don't need to give the food to it anymore.
No, this is just draw. When you just draw a card, you just put it in your hand. You just pay the eggs, and when you want to put the bird from your hand onto the board, that's when you pay the food, and sometimes eggs.
Okay.
I think 2 rounds was a bit optimistic, Alyssa. I reckon we'll get to the end of 1.
I think the end of 1 is totally, yep.
Poor Sherry is coming up on 11 o'clock.
Oh no, yeah. Let's end it whenever this round is over.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go to the end of the round. That's because that'll take us another 45 minutes or so.
Come on, guys, we can do it. We can end it.
So
Floppy died. Floppy can't make it.
Is it my turn? Are you happy with your? Yeah, okay.
yeah, I will just
Right, I'm determined to get my northern shoveler out because I've grown rather attached to him over the course of this game. So I'm going to gain food. Oh, I have to pay eggs for that. What a load of cobblers! Right, okay, do that.
A load of cobblers.
Like, now are those shoe cobblers or like the cobbler that you eat cobbler?
Cobbler is I don't know. What load of cobblers? I imagine it's probably rhyming slang.
What was that? What was that terminology you told me that was like up the stairs and around the bend and
Cockney rhyming slang.
yeah.
It was like a secret code during the war,
Yeah.
so that if there were any bad people around, you could have a conversation. They wouldn't know what you're talking about. What do I actually need for my?
Hey, we got fresh food, everyone. We got
Not
fresh
what I need
food.
though.
There's so many items there. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be so
I'll have a
picky.
mouse. Come on, Mickey. All right, passing on the Cyclops. I'm going to have to look out what cobblers is now. Rhyming slang. Excuse me while I just Google. Basically, there'll be it will go with the second word that will rhyme with something. Cobblers rhyming. There's no cobblers near me. No, I don't need someone to fix my shoes. Thanks, Google.
That would not show up in American Google.
Cobblers.
What are you talking about?
It's not very exciting because the thing it goes with is a word that I've never heard. Cobblers alls means balls. Oh, what a load of balls. That's what it means. Cobblers. What a load of cobblers. Brilliant. Brilliant, Lanny. Good job it's late, isn't it? Well, it's late here.
Also, Why does that need to be coded?
It's a marvelous question. I don't know.
Wait, if I want to put a bird down here, so then I can grab a bunch of more birds, do I have to put 2 bird cards away?
You want to play? What do you want to do? Play birds.
I want to make more birds.
So if you want to put a bird down here, you pay 1 egg, and no, you're.
Well, I can't play any eggs. I don't have any eggs. This is the problem, man.
Got an egg here on the pie build greed.
Would you say it's a
an
egg problem?
I haven't. Yeah.
So you put your cube goes there, and you put one of your birds on here as long as you got the food.
Do I have the food? Yes. Hold on. Let me find a bird that likes berries. Let me find the best bird that likes berries.
Wow, because you've got so many birds to choose from.
Well, you know,
Look at
there's
me.
only one bird. Listen. Okay. Now that I played this bird, I can draw 2 more and 2
No,
more.
this is the next time you do the draw bird cards that you do that, because you would put your cube like here, and then it moves down this row.
Oh, next.
Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
So you could take this bird away again.
Oh, take my bird back, and then I get an egg
take
back.
your food back and your egg.
Yeah.
No, still spend the egg, because you're going to do it. You're going to draw 2 cards and then move down the road, taking even more cards.
I want all the birds.
Yeah.
Bit hoggy.
All right, so I take 1 bird.
I finally got my NG-Conf swag.
Take
Did
2
you?
birds.
What did you get?
Hoodie
Bird.
and some stickers.
And a Tesla.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Tesla's not here yet. It's on the way still.
Mm.
And a t-shirt. But this hoodie though, so I've got like an awkward wingspan. Yes, the pun was intended. Where my arms
Lol.
are 2 inches longer than they're supposed to be. Like for like the height of me, it doesn't add up. And so the NG-Conf hoodies are some of the only hoodies, because they're these like thumb ones that actually go all the way to the end of my wrist. Because all other hoodies in the whole world come up to like here. So when I got the NG-Conf hoodie, I was like, it fits me. Woohoo!
And now we get to call you Knuckle Dragon Michael.
Yeah.
I know.
Imagine you walking around the conference hall just with your hands just trailing along behind you. On the ground.
They're freakishly long arms, okay? I don't know why.
All right, is my turn over then?
Have you moved
Think
down
so.
the road to taking all your extra cards?
Yeah, I took that.
Your turn is over. We are
Why
almost
did I
there.
have
Look
to
at
pour my egg?
that. Because you still have to spend it, because it's from this cost.
Okay, so then I need more eggs if I want to do that again.
Yeah, more eggs.
Mm.
More eggs.
And
I
how do
can't
I?
even remember about our special goal. What is our special goal? Eggs in soup bowls.
Where
I got 2 of those.
Where are the soup bowls?
It's the nest type. I mean, let's be honest. We're only going to play 1 round. I don't think it really matters who got the special goals.
Yeah, it does. It's the count towards points, I bet. This is your only chance to get special bowls.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Special
I
bowls.
wish I would have thought about it. I have a chicken outfit I could have wore.
Are the wings long enough?
Game again.
It's a problem, okay? All right, my turn. I'm going maybe to finally play a bird option.
I actually used to work with a guy who always had his shirt sleeves rolled up to like 3/4 length, and I was just like, "Isn't he?" I think it was in winter. I was like, "Aren't you cold?" And he just said basically what you just said. No, you can't do that. It's your special goal. He's like, my arms are too long, and I can't get any shirts. Don't go down to my wrist. Like exactly the same as you.
Yeah, that's a problem, man.
Why?
Okay.
Why did you hide your special goal under that bird?
Read this. This.
I don't want to. I want you to explain it to me. Like
It told me to do it. The bird made me.
Okay, fine. If the bird told you, it's all good. What is it? You
no,
actually got a bird out.
you're supposed to
Swallow.
do. You're supposed to put a bird card under there, not a special goal card.
No, it's a special. Wait. I thought that swirly DNA symbol was. I'm confused. So I had a bird card under there, right? Not a special goal.
Not a leaf mini card.
Okay, hang
Where's
on.
it gone?
I can't detach it.
Floppy ate it. Sorry. Shuffle.
What?
Oh, hang on. I could do search. No, I can't. Is it definitely under there?
I did put it under there. I don't.
It
The other
disappeared.
bear ate
Yeah.
it.
Did
Oh,
you just?
it went
eat
under your
it?
board.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. So I put it back in my hand, and now I have to pick out a bird that's not the bird that I drew. Put under it just randomly.
When activated. Oh, you know what? It's not even now. It's when activated.
Oh, it's when it's
not
activated. Oh, okay. I
Which
got
is
you.
next
Gotcha.
time
Well, I
you
put these two
take this.
foods over here
Yeah.
to pay for it, and then now it is Sherry's turn.
That's right.
Okay. Great.
How come I only have 2 little squares and Sherry has like?
3.
Oh, I thought she had 4. Okay, so she's getting rid of her square now.
No. I think we've just got one
Yeah.
like not placed. So we'll just put it
Okay.
somewhere.
All right.
We should all have 2 goes left, and then it's
Yeah.
done.
I actually need to. So now I want to get this one.
Yeah.
So I need to put one of these squares here in order to get
What are you
it.
doing? Getting food? Yeah. Put your cube here, and you have to pay 1 egg,
Yeah. Then
which you've got on your pelican. So you've done it. You've done it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you
then I can
take your
just go
food.
and get this one.
Yeah. And then if you want to, you can sacrifice one of your 3 birds that you have to get a second food as an optional. That's down at the bottom.
Oh,
Only if you want, or if you don't want to, you don't have to.
no, I got this food for one of the birds. So can I put actually one card on here as well, or I should wait?
That is
next
next time. That is next
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So if you're done, we move your cube over here, and then done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. Oh, I want to get my northern shoveler out. What do I need? A worm. This doesn't help me. Shoveler. I got a cube there. I guess what I could do though is just spend extra. I could put my shoveler in and spend all of my foods, because I'll have 1 grain and 1 mouse to represent the worm that I'm missing. And now my shoveler's out.
So does it mean that you won or no?
Do I win? No, I just wanted the bird on the
Chris.
table.
How do I get an egg? I need an egg.
You put your cube here and you get 2 eggs.
2
Done.
eggs. That was easy.
It was easy.
Okay. I got my eggs. And then my turn's over now?
It is.
So do I put my thing over here now?
Yeah.
And then I throw this dead cloppy somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice throw.
I'm gonna do
Look, there's even an expansion pack over here, just in case it wasn't
this,
complicated enough.
and I'm gonna
European
take 2
expansion.
eggs, but I want them to be blue because that's prettier. And then it's Sherry's turn.
Okay.
We get like special European-only birds. What is this?
Why does he keep dying?
Common little bittern from Europe.
So can I put this birdie here, and then it needs a worm.
Yeah, a worm and mouse. Yeah. Clear bird. Yeah, done.
Yeah.
That was a fine final turn. And what am I going to do with my last turn? I suppose probably lay eggs, because that's a good way to get points, I guess. Do I have to spend an egg to lay 2 eggs? Seems odd. So basically I just get 1 egg. And I put it on my shoveler. And that's me done.
Okay. I need to do my bird thing where I pull more bird cards.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
You put your cube here,
Okay, I put
and then
cube
you play one egg,
just egg, please.
and then you take effectively 6 cards and throw 2 cards away.
6 cards and throw 2 away. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is my last turn, right? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Jeez.
6. Okay.
You made the bird century, I guess.
Yep. I'm gonna start charging and go to it.
They're gonna be called Brooks's Birds.
Yeah. Ooh, a wood stork. I've always wanted a wood stork. Is there any benefit, even though they're just in my hand, of keeping these higher point birds?
Not if we're gonna end the game, like literally now.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, the ones in your hand mean absolutely nothing other than
Well,
prowess and
you haven't read
storing
my
birds.
special card, so you don't know.
So you got the special card, like hold loads of birds.
Yeah.
Like, have 8 birds, get 7
I don't
points.
think I've actually done anything with my special card. Birds that eat mice. I have none of these. That was good. Good special card.
Me? My turn?
Yes.
Are
The
you
last
done, Brooksy Wooksy? So I have 2
ever
pebbles
done.
up here. Is that false?
You have what?
Two pebbles up here. Is that false? Is
It
that
is
wrong?
false.
Yeah,
It's false.
That's cool. Okay. So I want to finally play this one where she does, when played, play a second bird in grass or trees. And I want to do that one. And then I finally have an egg to give to do it. And then
Yes.
2 worms. And then is that the end of is that it?
That's the end of everything.
That wraps it?
Technically that's the end of part 1 of 4, but it is now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how do we score it? How do we score? I'll do the maths. Help me. We gotta know
I
who
can rejoin
won.
my own. Did everyone else get kicked out? Was it just me?
I think it was just you. I'm still here.
I'm still
Oh,
I
here.
don't know if I
I'm
can
distracted.
well, to be fair.
Oh,
the
I got
timing-
disconnected.
No.
No.
You can see
How
people
will
in the
we
chat.
know?
Yeah.
How will we know?
I'm pretty sure I won that one.
You don't understand. I was
I-
the
I-
winner. I had the most beautiful birds.
I prefer cards.
Oh dear lordy. Okay,
I mean, that
so
worked out quite well, really.
it was
Can't-
hilarious.
Yeah.
Just absolutely phenomenal way to end the game. Sherry, thank you so much for coming
This is
on.
suspense.
That's gonna be, yeah. I don't know why Brooks's face is so big. No, not IRL on the screen, baby. It's fine.
Do you know, I
I'm-
went to a neurologist and he said I have the biggest head he's ever measured. And I said, that's cool because I got bigger brains.
Like why? And did you say thank you? Is that what you say to that?
Yeah, he was like, this is like the biggest, like, normal. Some people have like problems with their heads and they're extra big.
Right.
Mine's
You
like
have
a
the
normally formed head.
biggest and yet not abnormal head.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. I'm the biggest one you ever met.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for coming on. I have Hot Cross Buns queued up to sign us off, but I wanted to ask if you had any words of wisdom or anything you wanted to promote. Anything going on?
No, I was just thinking that maybe I should tell you about these ones. That what they are.
That is a badger.
Yeah, it's a badger. So it's actually a program that I created with a couple of my colleagues at Microsoft. That they are, I guess. Let me just put the URL there.
Yeah.
They are NFT token actually. Where you can earn by doing and learning different things at the event. Or you can just go to the because we have multiple different type of badgers. It's a learner badger or community hero, inclusive leader, so on. Some of them you can earn them by doing things with the or yourself. There's a nomination form. You can nominate yourself or one of your community friends. For example, if you know one of your friends is always making sure that all the events are inclusive, you can go and nominate that person, and then you get an NFT token with one of these badges in it, and then those NFTs, they are also not based on Ethereum. So it doesn't mean that we are going to kill the planet, whereas they are actually green tokens.
Wow. Why Badger though?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Sorry, I thought it was going to be really fun. Like, instead of a badge,
just
we wanted
like
to give you a
completely-
badger. I don't know.
I just undermine the
random
entire thing.
animal that we pick up. Normally, badgers, they can survive anything. So.
Okay, yeah. No, that's
Sure.
Honestly.
And I was very creative to find a name for it, the badger. So
I love it. I honestly love it. The link is below right there. I'm really bad with the pointing. Oh, excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Any words of wisdom, Brooks or Chris, before we bid adieu?
I'm really pleased that Sherry is on the show. Somebody else who correctly pronounces the word azure.
I'm sorry. I only know how to say Azure.
It sounds like a bit of British slang, like Azure. All right, Azure. All right, Azure. Should we go down pub? Anyone seen Azure? Yeah, he just nipped out for some chips. Sounds like it.
Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, okay. Well, I am off to play Hot Cross Buns. Maybe give me like a thumbs up if you can actually hear it. And then we're going to end the show. But we will see you all next time on Devs and Dragons, and have a wonderful night / afternoon / morning, wherever you are.
2 hands. 2 hands, Chris. Not 1 hand.
Oh. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm sorry.
America's biggest head.
It's what's happening. It's what's happening. Here we go. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Can you hear it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah.
Why? This is what I have to sit through all day.
Cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Give them to your daughters, give them to your sons. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns.
Okay.
Is it like
that
1
is-
for a penny or 2 for a penny? Like, get your pricing sorted.
Now all you have to do is imagine that on loop for literally an hour, and you're in the same mental state that I perpetually am. So there you go. You're welcome. I love you all. Oh, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.